All right, guys. We are live at Techno Security 2022, and I got to admit, I haven't been scared to have a guest on as of yet until this moment. Yeah, see my legs?
Oh,
are going.
You are nervous.
Oh, yeah, man. It's just nerves going because Jansen is here, yeah, and from MSAB, yeah. And I don't think she realizes what she's getting herself into.
Oh, she does.
I've seen you two together
Yeah.
before.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's right. You hung out a little bit from us. So,
Yeah.
And you still said
still
you're
here.
going to come on.
Yeah.
All right. Am I out of frame here a little bit? I'm going to scoot over. It's I'm not being all fresh. My wife literally right there. Just saying.
I didn't notice, Kevin.
Jansen.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
We have known each other for a few minutes, right?
A few, at least one or two.
Yeah. A few like that.
Yeah.
Now, you've been on the Hubcast before.
Absolutely.
But it was nothing like this. It wasn't in person.
No, this is great. You got a great setup. I mean, you come out here live. You kind of do your thing.
Thanks.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You should do more of this.
I might.
Yeah, you ever think about doing radio?
No.
No?
No, here it goes. See, we call this the lead-in, right?
A segue?
Yeah. Segue. Let's lead-way because it's the beginning of it,
What
right?
possibly could we be segueing?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I'll just...
No, funny though, you are similarly familiar with segways, like scooters.
Oh, that was even better. Oh my gosh, that was good.
That was good. Oh, he thought I was taking a left, but no, I veered right.
Dig on Skippy, he did. Oh my
Yes,
gosh. So those, I don't think we've talked about it on the show yet.
Oh, yeah, we have not.
No,
We
I
should.
mean,
We
all
absolutely
week.
should.
Yeah.
Yes,
So there's an incident in Myrtle Beach, or not Myrtle Beach, Techno Security Denver.
Yes, absolutely.
Denver.
Was that where it was?
Yeah, that was in Denver.
It
And
was,
I thought it was a really good idea to get those little scooters. Now, my daughter, in all fairness, here's how this was how it worked out, how it played out in my mind. I saw this scooter, and I said, man, that looks a lot like my daughter's Razor, right? That little tiny ones that go like this. And I thought, because it's got a button you push and everything. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do this thing. I got on that thing, and you grew up on Looney Tunes cartoons, right?
Absolutely.
So you're very familiar with all of these things that happen.
One of my favorite childhood cartoons was Fox and the Hound.
Yeah. See, there's references. They're coming.
I don't.
And so
Wait for
I
it.
get on this scooter, right?
Yeah.
And I hit the button to go. Holy crap. That thing went. I think my feet came off, and I'm just hanging on at this point. They're dangling behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going at least 150 mile an hour. It just seemed that way.
Yeah, you got the Ducati of scooters.
Yeah.
It was,
I made it that far. You know how
Yeah.
far I went? 2 blocks.
yeah.
And it ended in a crash.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, you showed up the next day with like a little Barbie Band-Aid on your forehead.
It was Baby Yoda.
It was
Grogu.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Baby Yoda. I mean, at least it's trending.
Right.
Showed up there, and looked at me and says, "Yeah, something happened." And I believe my first reaction was laughing. I didn't stop.
Oh, no, it was pointing and like laughing hysterically.
Yes.
That's all he could do.
Yes,
And
yes.
that was
So
it.
there is a bounty on Lyme forensics. If anybody could do a class on that, you'll get a free podcast or something. I don't know, whatever it is.
So it was owned by, I shouldn't all say this because they're going to go find this thing. So I'm sure it was illegal, whatever happened there. But anyway.
There's a lot of illegal activity that was probably happening.
So literally, you know how it was owned by Uber, the same company.
Yeah, I think that's the Lime one.
Yeah, so I had the Uber app open, and it was
Yeah.
funny because you know how every Uber that you ever take, it shows your path where you went from beginning to end? Mine literally shows it pulling out of the hotel, 2 blocks, and suddenly on the sidewalk.
And so it like sat there because you were basically like concussed too.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck is going on? These nice guys from the pizza place came out and saved me. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think they had to give me mouth to mouth or anything. But we were
you still requested it though, of course. Of course, yeah.
That was the Denver story.
Did you get free pizza out of it?
I did not. I didn't. But
Should have asked.
Yeah. So
They give you a ride back.
my first call. What's that? No, they didn't. No. So my first call was to everybody who I was meeting out. I was like, yeah, I'm not making it. This is what my very second call was to my wife.
Do you remember where you were headed? Because I do.
No, I don't know the name of the place.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember. What was it?
Coyote Ugly.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
it didn't
Yeah.
make it.
He was walking out. He's like, "Hey, we're going to Coyote Ugly, Jansen. You want to go?" No.
I got a story for you about Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
My wife's like, look at that face suddenly.
No, it's not a good story. It's not a good story.
No, she'll get embarrassed really bad.
Yeah.
But
Coyote is also a fox-like animal.
It is.
Very
It is
fox-like.
fox.
Very fox-like.
There'll be follow-up on that one. At some point, there will be follow-up on it. Jansen, my wife, I'm just going to say it.
Go get him the
She
car
let it out of
facts
the freaking
pictures.
bag. So my background before I got into whatever it is I'm doing now, right, was radio. I worked radio. It was into the 80s, into the beginning of the 90s, right?
You did.
I did. I absolutely did. I just got to get this out of the way is really what it is, so he stops. I don't think it's going to happen.
That's not, no.
Right?
You can't lead off with, oh, we've known each other for so long,
Yeah.
and be like, oh, Jansen will stop once I do this. Yeah, that's not going to
I
happen.
should know better.
Yeah.
But so I was radio, and my wife decides to tell Jansen what my radio name was, right? So you never use your real name, right? Because you do get weird stalkers, believe it or not. I'll tell you a story about me being frozen in a coffin, buried alive, and I had a stalker, and it was crazy. I know. It's like, what is he even talking about? I'll lead him with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is supposed to be about you two, not about me.
Oh,
by
but this
the
is
way.
so much better. This is so much better.
So I worked radio, and I got the name. They made my name. I did not pick it.
There's no way. No, I'm sorry.
It was Kevin Fox was the
No.
radio name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Was there like a slogan along with it, a motto?
Here it
Was
goes.
there
All right,
anything?
I'm just gonna. It was Kevin Fox and Bobby D. He tunes in occasionally.
Yeah.
friend
Now,
of
so
mine.
I
He's
noticed the
still out
other
on
guy
radio.
he didn't go with an animal, like a spirit animal. He just went with the letter.
Yeah.
Was that an option?
Well, he couldn't spell much, so
Yeah.
I mean, he
I mean,
got
he
his
got
first
D.
name and
He
D.
got- yeah.
That was it. It was just
Yeah.
the letter D.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah,
Could've
she's
gone
just
like-
gonna kind of.
Could have gone like Kevin F.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
I could have just done that. Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
It was Kevin Fox,
Yeah,
the fox that rocks your box.
And the pause is
yeah,
important.
the pause is important
That's right.
because there's that
Exactly.
little hold
Yeah.
out there for what is he rocking?
Yeah.
It's your box.
Now, ladies out there, you're
Referring
gonna
to a radio, by the way,
No,
because
let-
that was when the days of boom boxes, you know.
Yeah, and then you claimed you did this in the 90s, and I was like, that doesn't sound like the 90s. It sounds very much like the 80s. But I would like to point out there that you still ended up getting married with that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and
Yeah.
your wife claimed that she did not know that. That
Well,
was also part of the claim that was made.
No.
And
no.
that she is confirming that she did not know.
No, yeah, she had no idea. There's
Yeah.
a lot of shenanigans she didn't know and learned later, and then contributes to now by
Mm-hmm.
telling people just before literally it was like 5 seconds before we went live.
Yeah.
She tells you this, so it's going to
Yeah.
go on the
I
entire
love it.
show.
This conference does bring out some toxic relationships amongst friends. We were just talking about another one earlier. So I mean,
yeah, we were. That's
That's
totally
good.
funny.
That's why I'm here.
So
That's why- yeah.
Before we start to fight.
Yeah.
you were a sales engineer when I met you, right?
Yeah, I was sales engineer. Well, I had multiple roles. It was basically like slash this, slash that,
Right.
slash that. So training, sales engineer.
So let's go
sales
further
support.
back. What'd you do before that?
Mississippi State and Mississippi State University and National Forensics Training Center. And then also with like Tibaw County Sheriffs. They needed help with some narcotic cases involving a bunch of phones, you know, a brick phone and stuff like this. And so I ended up helping with that and helping the state AGs. And then Meridian, Mississippi, they have a regional counter drug training academy. And then Mississippi State would provide training, knowledge, and tools and stuff like that. And so I'd go down there and train law enforcement. And we did that. I think we did like 1,500 law enforcement officers while I was doing that with Mississippi State. And did that, made great friends. You know, the community in Mississippi, the law enforcement community is tight. It's really tight in Mississippi. Like kind of everybody knows everybody. And it's good. And I've still talked these days. I was at IASIS last week. And I got up, and IASIS, a great training program, and they let me dismiss them to lunch one day, and lo and behold was one of the guys I used to work with, the Gulf Coast Cybercrime Task Force. We used to buy drugs and hookers together, and they made us cops, and he came up, and I was like, this is awesome. And I was like, dude, I haven't seen you forever. I mean, I hugged him. I haven't seen him in forever. He lives, a few towns from me in Mississippi. And no kidding, like, we had a great vendor night. Jenna was there with Joe. They did wonderful. I had to leave to get back to Mississippi, and he texts me while I'm on the plane and says, hey, man, can I tell the hooker story? And I stopped and I said, well, which one? And he says, oh, you know the one. And I'm like, yeah, I know which one. Go right ahead.
Which
Go
one?
knock yourself
All
out.
right,
Knock yourself
right.
out. Yeah. I'm famous for a body karate.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I want to hear the hooker story.
I can tell parts of it.
All right. Don't get me banned from
I'm trying not to
YouTube,
get you
man.
banned
All
from
right,
YouTube.
don't
I'm
get
trying
me
not.
banned from
I am trying. So the funniest part was, I mean, if you've ever done type any, and it's not like undercover, it's light undercover. Like
Right,
you're there
right.
just for a little bit. So we were doing some light undercover escapades, and you always have to have like your name, your what you do. You have to have your story and all that kind of put together. And so what'll typically happen is like your buddies will. They'll make the calls or whatever and tee up people coming up to the room or whatever, and so I knock on the door. I hear a knock on the door, and I open the door, And I'm like, hey, what's up? And this girl looks at me and she goes, you just a big old country boy, ain't you? And I started laughing. And then I came back. I don't know where I came out with it. I don't know how. I'm sure I heard it somewhere. I'm sure it's not for me. And I went, dang, girl, you got that body karate. Kapow, kapow. And my tack team busted out dying laughing. And I could hear them through the walls. And it scares me to death. Because, I mean, if you've ever done that, you don't know if they brought protection or there's somebody waiting.
Right,
and then they'll make a signal, and there'll be a guy come in and you got a gun in your face.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like, people don't realize how dangerous that can be. Like, you know, you may order a prostitute and they may rob you. Who would have think that?
Yeah,
illicit activities, danger of the night.
Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing.
Yeah, go figure.
Who'd have thought that?
And so I died laughing, or they died laughing, and then I didn't realize this, but it made the entire op hysterical because when they started cracking up laughing, it actually broke the audio. So you always have an audio and visual cue,
yep.
and so the audio broke, so they couldn't hear me, but they could see me. So it goes on.
What was your safe word? Did you have a safe
word?
word?
I'm about to do it.
I'm
about to do it for you. So they go on, and my safe word, and it gets and you have to, and there's different rules and stuff like that. You can't do anything, sexual activity or any stuff like that. So you always have an audio visual cue. So my safe word was, I lean back and I go, it's going to be a hot summer night, right?
That was it.
So I lean back and I go, it's going to be a hot summer night. Crickets. Freaking crickets. So all I could think of was, these guys are going to leave me out here to sweat. And I was like, oh, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. So she started like crawling towards me, and I was like, it's going to be a hot summer night. It's going to be a hot summer night. I finally realized that where the camera was placed, the one that could work where they could see me, her butt was blocking the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's just like this. So I figured that out. So I had to hook my foot on the side of the bed and lean around, and I went, it's going to be a hot summer night. So in the video, all you can see is this butt and then my face going. And so they come in and do the tack team, and I'm cracking up laughing. I'm dying laughing, dying laughing. And I'm like going, they always come in and they arrest both of you. And I'm like, okay, okay.
Yep.
And I'm like dying laughing. I'm like, I'm going to hit you and run out the room. And it's my buddy, and he goes,
run out the room.
And he goes, it's my buddy. He goes, don't you dare.
Sorry,
Jansen, don't you dare. So I went, forget you, cop. I ran out the door.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Professionalism, as always.
We have very similar stories when I was in the Special Crimes Unit, but that's hilarious.
It's stories like that ended up being fun. And what was great about it is we ended up that same night we found a girl on the missing persons list who was basically brought into it. And so I mean it was a successful night all around. It wasn't this girl, it was something else. But like a lot of people think like, oh, you're out there arresting hookers, stuff like that. That's not what you do. Is a lot of times it's just like, hey, we need to know what's the distribution, what's the model, how are you guys getting here, what's the circle? Because it's a huge human trafficking thing, and that's actually what you're after.
Right. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Trying to get those girls back.
Yep.
Where they need
to be.
Yep. Yeah. I tell you what. Like I said, known you for years. You've never been short of a great story ever.
Yeah.
Not ever since I've known you.
That's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse.
Jenna, see what you're getting yourself into.
Oh,
I feel bad.
She knows.
She's just kind of leaning back. And guys, get this done so we can actually talk.
So Jenna's in, 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in with MSAB. 2 weeks Monday with MSAB. Yeah, and only regretted it 12 out of the last 13 days. Yeah.
She hasn't got up and put the headphones down and just walked off yet.
No,
so she's pretty tough skinned.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm kind of the same boat you guys were back in the day. Cell phones when they first came out, the brick phones.
Yep.
Started in that industry. Always wanted to be in law enforcement. Got my criminal justice degree, and just life happens. Had a family, and so I had an opportunity to work in a tech computer world at the time, and they were actually building a platform back then it was the Palm Pilot. And,
oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah.
So they'd go into a major box store. I won't say their name, but you could map, and if you're a supplier or vendor, where your product is and how much you need. So that got swallowed up by the big box company. So I had a chance. I worked in the automotive industry too, and had a chance to go through BLET and did that.
Yeah.
And had goals. And worked my way to those goals and actually surpassed them and just, you know.
Obviously, he's talking about coming to work for me.
That's the goal in life. That's everyone's goal.
Well, you want people to succeed. And,
Yeah.
you know, you learn from what I did at this place, helped me in this place, and so forth.
And you see what you got to learn from this place now that you're at.
Absolutely
I
nothing.
think I tripped over a
Phenomenal.
step.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. You will learn nothing here. Yes.
You couldn't have landed
It's
in
been
a better
whirlwind
place.
of 2 weeks, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, I will vouch for him. He's a good person.
Yeah, so.
Funny to have drinks with, but he's a good person.
Yeah.
People don't know
I've
me.
been with him now for almost, well, we had a Friday fly home and then repack and then fly back out. So I've been jet setting for quite a bit.
It gets a little crazy, but that's why we have so much fun doing it,
I love
because
that. I've
you
done
have
stuff
to.
like, you know, the
You
trade
have to.
shows and stuff before, so
Yeah.
I'm not shy. So
Yeah.
our personalities kind of really work good together.
Yeah,
you know.
that's been fun.
You said he's
Absolutely.
not
gotta
shy? I thought
I'm
was
definitely an
more
introvert. I'm
You
back
got to
to
give him
that,
2
yeah.
shots, double shot of Jameson, and then he starts waking up. So.
Yeah?
I think you just have to give me like a wake up time.
Yeah,
Bam.
that's
Let's
really,
go. Let's go.
that's really pretty much it.
Yeah, done. We're ready to go. We're rocking.
Yesterday he goes, you know, I hate to do this to you, but I really need some bang. And you got a car. I need to go bang out the car. And I was like, Jansen, that's a little inappropriate.
Yeah. That's actually a true story.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's actually pretty close to how it happened. Yeah.
So I went and found a gas station that had a bunch of bangs. You know.
Yeah.
doesn't
But
get
it's an
caught.
energy drink.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
no idea
Yeah,
what
no,
a bang
yeah.
is. That's why I'm just like, I'm hoping
Oh
you'll
my
Bang
God.
explain
energy
it.
drink. Yeah, it's an
I'm
energy
like,
drink. Yeah.
it's still in my brain what you guys are talking about. All right.
Yeah.
I've done that
Energy
before. Like I was like, we were at the office and I had a couple
Right.
in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And Katie, Katie, she's great. I was like, Katie, bang me. And I had a hand out and she's like, do what now? And I was like, oh, the energy drink. They're bang. They're called bang.
Do you have an HR department? Right?
I do.
All right.
Yeah. And my
Do they have your picture right
Yeah,
there?
they said, this is what not to do. I actually have a meeting with HR tomorrow too, so that's going to be great.
Man,
but,
and I can't delay this. It's really live.
yeah,
Just
they're
saying.
good. Yeah,
They're-
that's quite all right. It's okay. They know what they were getting into.
yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
How did you make that progression up, man? I mean, they knew about your personality ahead of time, right? Because you're now president of the Americas, right? And
Yeah.
wait, there's another part, right? You got this big long piece because it's
Ameristralia.
That's right.
It's
Ameristralia.
affectionately known as Ameristralia. We got a flag. We got a mascot. It's the Eagle Walla. Fear the Eagle Walla. We got logos, all kinds of stuff. We love it. It's
Wow.
great. Yeah.
Awesome. And they knew you. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like you're some random guy they pulled off the street. You've
Worked,
been there.
yeah.
They know you.
Yeah,
Okay.
worked with the company for 13 years.
Yeah.
Definitely know me. Knew what they were getting into. I said, yeah, you won't regret it all the time, but you'll regret it some of the time. And so far, that's been pretty true. So that's it.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about the company. Now, granted, what are you guys up to right now? What's going on? What's new in the industry? Cutting edge?
Kevin, we're at a conference.
Yeah.
We're doing Techno security. I don't know if you knew
Where?
that.
Over there? Oh, yeah. I forgot all about
No, we're doing good. So,
we're supposed to talk about this stuff?
Yeah, we had a release actually today, so that's
Really?
pretty exciting. We have a AAL platform, Advanced Acquisition Lab, breaking into some Qualcomms. And what's neat about our solution is we can actually do the breaks off the device. So you can, they actually break encryption faster and things like that. And so we're supporting some of the latest Qualcomms, S10s, S20s, great chipsets solution for it, and it's quite effective. Yeah.
Very cool.
Quality extraction without the premium price.
That's right. So one of the things that
It was planned. See, I didn't know.
it was. He slid it right in
Yeah.
there. One of the things that I've heard, right? Oh, wait.
There we go. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That's the only button I know. I don't know. I don't really know what some of these do.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, that's.
Let's not ever play that
coming
one
on.
again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things that's great about MSAB is that if an examiner is having some challenges with extracting the information they want, making sense of it, what do you guys do? Do you have a story about that? You might have a story. I heard it this week, and I don't know who it is. Was it you that said that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so,
heard it, and it's not the first time I've heard this. So you tell me the story before you worked here, right?
Yes.
Before you were employed. So, and you don't have to worry about your boss sitting next to you right now.
No, it's okay.
So what happened when you struggled with the
I've
case?
worked in law enforcement. Worked Special Victims Unit
Yep.
detective. I
Yep.
worked the ICAT cases.
Okay.
And we had a grant. We needed to get something to do mobile forensics. Our
Yep.
crime lab used, can I say their names? another.
Okay, yeah, another one.
Another one.
Yep.
And then another one. Good one.
And another one.
Yeah,
And another one. Yeah.
So
You got to have multiple tools.
You-
Yeah,
you-
you got to have it all. You got to have
to.
it
you
all.
need multiple.
Yeah,
You do.
yeah, absolutely.
But so during that time, COVID, you couldn't get into training, you couldn't get into
Right.
do anything. So my lieutenant at the time, she's like, you know, go find us, you know. So I would have the SBI actually helped on a search warrant, you know, a few months prior, and they were taking devices and to the lady that was in her van or truck or whatever, and no, you don't need that. And I was like, so you don't have to seize all that evidence and take it back for nothing. So jump ahead. I picked the phone up, called my SBI guy, and I was like, yo, man, what was that y'all were using? He's like, oh, XRY. I was like, X-ray? And he's like, no, XRY. I don't know. It starts with an M something. So honestly,
MSAB, Mike Sierra Alpha Bravo,
Right.
or MSAB. MSAB. I hear a lot of people.
I'm hearing
MSAB.
That's the way I pronounce it a lot.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not right.
No, I mean that works. Whatever.
Because it used to be
Yeah.
the longer, micro.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
and that's
microsystems,
and
yeah.
that's obviously what.
Yeah, we
and
had
then
to
I
and I
shortened
heard
down.
that the AB is kind of, because it's a Swedish company, it's kind of like our INC.
It's yeah,
Incorporated.
that's what it means. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
see, I am learning.
I learned
learning
something
a few
today.
things, yeah.
Forever on Jeopardy.
That's all you're
ask
gonna
that
learn
question,
ever.
I'm in
That's it. That's for me. It's done.
But long story short, she put me in my office and shut the door and learn, and I had to do it, kind of on your own because you can't get training because
Yeah.
nothing was available to go anywhere. So, I did it, got certified to use it, and used it for a while, and then I just got involved in a case that I can't talk about it because it's not
Sure,
disposed.
sure.
But it was.
Oh, it's nothing like the Men in Black will come and do the little mind flashy thing.
No,
No, okay.
The integrity.
Not
of the case,
adjudicated.
yeah,
Gotcha.
No. It's far from that.
Gotcha.
But long story short, there was some data that was there that I didn't know exactly how to work everything yet because
Right.
the examine. The viewer is it's very user friendly, but there's so much more to it that until you're in it and learning it,
yeah.
but once you do, it's like now it's completely different. So I'm on the phone with let's just call her Scarlett.
So you were having
Let's call
some
her
problems, right? You couldn't get the data you needed.
It was
Is that
there.
what it
I
was, or interpret?
couldn't
All right.
There was some things that I needed help with.
Sure. Trust me, I
and
need help. I need a lot of help, a lot of different days. You just look at my wife; she's probably nodding right now. Do you need?
We actually took a vote around the room, and it came back unanimous that you need help.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So how'd they
But
how'd you help
the
you?
reason I'm here too is because when I had watched these videos and there was some great information online, some instructional videos and stuff, and I actually watched the stuff and learned from it. And the guy was very good looking. He had a British accent, but I knew he'd put his email address up there.
You weren't talking about Jansen.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'd heard of him just from my research.
Oh,
but
those are the different videos. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Good looking
No.
and British accent. That is not Jansen.
no,
Yes.
no, that's not Jansen.
I had to get at least one. Criminy, that was
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah. It
my
hurt.
I'm
It stings a
done.
little.
That
It
works
does
a lot
sting a
to
little.
do that too. Anyway.
But I was like, if you go on YouTube, I'll hear it when I hear his voice, and that's what she done. I was like, that's him, and she's like, there's the email, well, and then the next morning I get a phone call. It's on a Saturday morning, and it said Mississippi, and I'm like,
She call screened me.
I don't know nobody. I didn't answer it.
I got call screened.
Yeah, and then
True story, bro.
So a few minutes later, let me know I had a voicemail. So when I went to play the voicemail back, my big hands, I hit call.
Oh, right on.
And
he
she
answered,
didn't mean to call me.
Jansen Cahoon. How can I help you?
And you were surprised it wasn't a British accent, weren't you?
Yeah.
No, I knew.
No.
I believe
No.
disappointed was the word. Yeah.
But long story short,
They don't enjoy the sound; they can't hear
Yeah,
it. so-
exactly, yeah.
long story short, he says, what do you need? What can we do? And, we just told him, and he's like, I'm going to have a guy call you tomorrow, and I'm going to have him come up and help you and show you some more things that, we have that, and it's a customer service.
So hang on. They sent someone to you. That's some customer service right there.
Customer service. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's awesome.
We
I like
needed
it.
help, and other platforms I've tried to I'd get a pre-filled text or email coming back, and to honestly pick the phone up on the weekend, and then I think he was there within a day or two. I know it was fast. But came up and showed a few things, and it was wide open, and just explaining the need for this, and I was just shooting it crap with him, and I said, man, when I'm done law enforcement, I'm coming to work for you. And he goes, you got a job.
That was your impression of me. That's what you just did. Like that's how you see me. You got a job. I'm hurt. Now I know I'm saying, but the impression. It's not the.
Oh he made it happen. He did. I mean, I've seen him work around here, and it's kind of like, you know, when you're.
I gotta wipe the tears out of my eyes for just a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. We like catching bad guys. We like MSAB.
Yeah,
I like catching bad guys.
The customer service, I can't stress that
Oh,
enough.
holy crap!
Here I am.
These are real tears, by the way. They're not like I didn't quickly lean down and grip in there.
Yeah, we're all here familiar with you crying.
Oh my God! Yeah.
We've seen you cry before.
I'm sensitive.
Yeah,
I'm really
it's
sensitive.
manly tears.
It's the beard that does it.
It does.
It does a lot of strange
It's like
things
down
to
to
people.
here, though,
It
when
does
you
some
I've got
strange
videos.
things.
I've got
I know.
videos.
There's some videos.
Yeah.
Now my wife's letting go for the look. She crossed her arms.
Yeah.
That video
the
will
one-
reappear at some
yeah,
point.
his-
You made the mistake of giving it to him.
Maybe
Oh,
T-shirts
man.
already made.
T-shirts.
I may have a beard product line already in the works.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as we
yeah.
can help you promote it.
Yeah, middle-age crisis Wolverine beard oil.
MSAB.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
We're going to highlight MSAB in his
Yeah.
beard, so when he walks
Yeah,
around.
It's just do the just for men, like the opposite on it, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah, it's great. I've got a lot of like tech sales guys and they are significantly older than me.
Yeah.
Right, but they look significantly younger than me because they just use black shoe polish and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
hair dye and
And
guy-
you're just like, I'm not doing it.
yeah,
We're going all
I'm not doing it.
natural.
We're going. That's it. Yeah. Going salt and pepper. Clooney.
What's the web address? Where can people find more information about you? Not you personally.
Oh, me? I was
not that link. The company's
Only.
link. Yeah.
Mike Sierra Alpha Bravo MSAB.com. That's our web address.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's
Go
a
ahead
hard
and
one.
find it all out.
That's- yeah,
And you can have Jansen right at your house. Then just call up and mail order Jansen.
Nobody will go to this site. I think you just got yourself banned on YouTube for saying that. No. But back to just points. Like she called, it just happened to be on a Saturday, and we said absolutely. She told me some details of the case, and I was like, I'm sending a guy, and y'all ended up being friends and stuff like that, and so he went up there and helped out, and I mean it was a great case to help out on, and that's one of many that we try to do, and it's good to hear those. A lot of you come to a conference like this, and so much is. It's about, my tool does this, and we do this, and I've got the new MD6 hash cipher RAM dump, whatever. And it's like, that's great, but it's like, you're doing this for a reason. There's a reason why we're looking for the latest, greatest, CSAM filter. There's a reason for that. That's to actually catch, bad guys.
Right on.
And that's what we want to do. And so there's a couple other vendors in there that I know that share the same sentiment, and that's who we try to work with.
Yep.
That's who we look for people to work with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Kevin, you will never have a job there.
So I cannot fail here. All right, this has got to work.
This is good.
So
You
like, subscribe, hit notification. Yeah, all that
Exactly.
fun stuff. Yeah. Guys, thank you so
Can
much.
you do your
Hashtag
call off
No.
for your send off?
Fox.
Kevin Fox.
Oh, man,
your
no,
Fox.
no.
Rocking the
Yeah,
Bucks.
later. You're going to be
In
down that
socks.
room later, down that far end.
I am not following you into any room.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
That, I know what room you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
It's clear at the end of this hallway.
All right.
Do a little jag over there. It's called the.
That's my birthday,
It-
Friday. Well,
Somebody
Friday.
owes you something
Yeah,
too. She
yeah.
felt
She-
horrible.
She found me this
Yeah,
morning.
yeah,
She's
okay,
like,
good.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to come down last
Yeah.
night. So I said,
Yeah.
"You get tonight.
All right.
That's good.
All right. Because it was an early night, right? Like 2:30 the one night.
Yeah, it was early morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to bed early morning.
That's always fun. All right, guys, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I don't want to keep
Good
too
luck-
much of your time.
good
I know
luck
the show.
success on
I know the show's keeping you busy over there.
Yeah.
So again, thanks very much. And there's something else you want to say in there?
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking in your eye
Whatever
like
could it be?
I don't know.
You're getting lost in them, aren't you?
I'm trying
You're
to
getting
look.
lost in the eyes, aren't
I'm
you?
looking for the mute
Yeah.
button. There we go. All
I
right.
think we should just interview everybody like this.
I think I need
It is. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Little
She needs a
dynamic
drink.
duo.
She's like, I
Yeah.
can't do this
She's-
no
yeah,
more.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Let's just randomly grab people.
Yeah, and just pull them
Yeah.
in and drag them in.
All right.
So you've missed your real calling. This is really it. You know,
being annoying to people.
It is, 'cause it's so fun.
I haven't missed that calling at all.
I love
haven't
it.
missed that calling at all. There's about 1,000 people in there that'll be like, yeah, no, he didn't miss that.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks very much. I appreciate it. And if you guys, Techno Security, 2022 is where we're here. And it's the last year for Myrtle Beach. I'm a little sad about that.
Yeah.
But
The new
Wilmington,
new venue looks awesome.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the new experience. The reason here is because I know where the coffee's at in the morning. I don't have to think about it.
I hate coffee.
You don't like coffee?
Hate coffee. It's
Oh, it's Bang. That's right.
Hey, can I get a cup of burnt water? No. Bang, Killcliff.
That's what you drink in the morning.
Yeah, Killcliff. Yeah,
Killcliff?
Yeah, you never had Killcliff?
No.
Dude, you got to get.
I've never even heard of Bang either. It got awkward suddenly.
Yeah,
All right, anyway.
Yeah. Your wife's over there like, can confirm.
Yeah, that's hey, hit the outro music. Hit the outro music.
Yeah, that's you, buddy. You're
All
in
right,
control
my
of this
fingers
shit.
right there. I was like,
You're the one slapping the rudder, buddy.
All right, we are out, and we're going to try to grab someone else, other victim, and pull them in here. So again, thanks guys very much. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.